Do you know why this debate is so good? I just figured it out. Both of these people fucking suck at debating. That's why this debate is so good. You're watching two people who have no idea how to articulate themselves in any context.
Well, I mean, people in the chat have been saying it's like two retards fighting.
If I do, like, if you don't support it though, if I find out who your kid is and they come out as trans and this is a public thing, I'm gonna make sure they go on hormones, Keem. I'm gonna be their daddy. As a parent. So the choice is either let your kid go through like the puberty they were naturally going to go through, and you know that could lead to a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of mental health issues, suicide attempts and shit like that, or you could keep supporting your kid. It's a fucked up situation that shouldn't happen, but I'm glad it's there as a last resort option.
Forgive me, I have to pee.
Okay.
All right, boys, we want to talk about the real shit here. This is like the funniest fucking thing to me ever. So get a load of this, all right? Get a fucking load of this. So Keemstar has found his new ticket to relevancy, and that is becoming a trans rights activist on the internet. So he makes some tweet. He then retracts it and apologizes by saying, deleted my tweet. I was so lost, and why you guys would need tampons in a men's bathroom. Now I get it. Trans men still have periods. I'm learning you can fuck off. So this tweet goes fucking viral and everybody just starts fucking just dousing Keemstar with fucking praise from the left. The online left, the fucking matrix, whatever the fuck you want to call it. They start just signal boosting Keemstar's image online as like a fucking trans like messiah for some reason.
I think this video you're about to play is old.
This is old. Yeah, this is from 2021.
It's an old video where he changed his fucking, I think his TikTok pronouns are literally still win/king.
Yeah.
So if you went to TikTok, you would see that like he was making that as a joke.
No, this is from back when he made the video. He just made his bio win king, and then he put out a fake video being like, I like pronouns now, guys. I mean, look.
Oh, wait, he changed him to win king again?
No, this is an archive.
They were he, him yesterday on Twitter.
This is a web archive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just pulling it up just to show you guys what we're talking about. So they take a video Keemstar made as a joke, sort of like mocking pronouns. They turn it into a pro-pronoun video and give Keem the praise for it. Like, look.
Wait, do you think they turned it into a pro-pronoun video, or do you think someone sent it to them and they thought it was real?
It had to have been that, I guess, because it just doesn't make sense why, unless they're giving Keem the fucking olive branch to go all in. Spoiler alert, he went on Keffals Day, turned into a big debate, and did not go well, so I heard.
Issue that is very important to others.
Look at this.
And other people don't care
They
about
added music to it.
And that is pronouns.
Wait, that actually probably is the case. I'll bet some trans people took this video and they edited it to make it a pro-trans video, and it just got sent around.
I saw
like
this all over
chats.
Reddit. This was on Hassan Piker's Reddit before it got taken down.
I always thought was stupid. I always looked for some like logical.
Like they made this mocking Keem in a way, but then the account started tweeting it seriously.
And just all the arguments that I heard just didn't make sense. None of them did. But recently, as you know, I've been dating legal, consenting Gen Z girls.
What the fuck was that, dude? Okay.
No, I've been dating legal, consenting Gen Z girls.
Why?
And they've given me their perspective on pronouns, and it kind of opened up my mind to why they're so important. And I know some of my more edgier fans are going to be upset with this, but honestly, it's time for you to wake up and grow up and
oh my god,
grow yourself. So I'm announcing
this is so bullshit.
In this Twitter video.
Why did that feel like gloats your god when he said grow yourself? I don't know. That like for 1 second had some real LTG energy right there.
Lol.
In this Twitter
some
video
Yakubian energy.
Pronouns.
Some legal consenting girls. It's like, all right, dude. Then he puts on knockoff pit vipers, the symbol of the alt-right. But no, like everyone fell for this shit, right? Like fucking Hassan. Bro, what the fuck is happening? And look at the views on these tweets. Like 15 million views, 10 million views, right? Like they're just fucking showering Keemstar with fucking clout. So, you know, the new Harry Potter game's coming out or whatever. It looks pretty fucking cool. I guess the trans community online is boycotting the game because they don't want to support J.K. Rowling.
By the way, all signs point to this probably being the best-selling game of the year.
Yeah, I mean, you can't fucking
like, they're saying right now, by pre-orders, it's like slated to be like, because you know Call of Duty's not releasing this year.
Well, dude, that's like a fucking, if people thought this game was gonna fail, that's like a total fucking cope. All I can hear, and I don't really keep up with gaming that much anymore, but all I can hear from people is like how excited they are. Like I've even heard from people like fucking IRL just talking like, you know, at the fucking store, like about this fucking game. Like people are fucking hyped for this shit, right? So it doesn't surprise me at all. I can't stop hearing about this game. It just seems like a total fucking cope. People are like, I'm not gonna buy it to give JK J.K. Rowling money. Is J.K. Rowling even making money from this game?
Yes, off the license. So whatever money, your $60 is going to go right into her $850 million. All right, her net worth, you know? You're personally funding the next tweet she makes on twitter.com that's going to be like physically assaulting a trans person. So if you want your childhood and you want to spend time and have some like fun and stuff like that, you need to realize that what you are doing is basically killing the trans youth.
Okay, dude.
So I pre-ordered 3 copies.
Despite what TheQuartering thinks. No, get a load of this. So Keemstar jumps on this fucking trend, right? And he says, I will not be buying Hogwarts Legacy. Which just looks like just total fucking autism. Like anyone that's looking at this is like, okay, Keemstar, sure.
What's the dead giveaway for you?
JK won't be rolling in my money. Trans flag, gay flag, slightly melanated fist, heart, Ukraine, fucking Ukraine.
That was the giveaway. Like, come on, bro. It's literally, and like if you look at Destiny sub, because they posted it pretty early, because I was looking for everybody talking about this on fucking everything. They're like, dude, he put the Ukraine flag in there. Come on, like. Are you kidding? This is obviously making fun of current thing posts. You're retarded.
Jesus
and then Jeremy
Christ,
fell for it.
Dude. I can't believe this is actually fucking real. So we'll get into Jeremy.
Yeah.
So everyone fucking falls for this, I guess. Keffals says, let him cook. 1000% this is bait, but JK won't be rowling in my money is still funny as hell. So people start fucking sharing it or whatever. Then Keemstar and Keffals do this co-tweet where they co-tweet trans rights, right? And you're looking at the fucking views on these things, right? Like Keemstar is not-
biggest tweet in the last year, yeah.
Yeah, Keemstar has not seen fucking impressions like this regularly in like a while. So obviously he's fucking playing into this shit just because this is again like a big ticket back into like the mainframe, right?
I was reading gimmick accounts like, listen, I understand that Keemstar is a bad figure, but I think if we don't let him have a path to redemption, transphobes everywhere will stop trying.
Dude, look at this shit right here. I think that everyone can redeem themselves. If we keep harassing Keemstar when he's trying to become a better person, other transphobes will think that if they try to redeem themselves, they will still get harassed and thus stay transphobe. These people are fucking lost, dude. These people have no fucking idea what reality is. They think that Keemstar is possibly going to become their fucking, you know, saving fucking grace here. It's so insane, man.
Dude, people are like, you know, Nick, you're so egotistical. You think you're smarter and better than everybody. Yes, I think I'm smarter and better than all of these people. I think these people are fucking retarded. I think
they're
all
so
of these people
dumb.
are extremely stupid.
Look at this shit. I'm not saying
you should too.
Bro.
You should be egotistical.
Yeah, and this is probably a gimmick account. We don't care about your take, but I am not saying that we should forgive him. I think that we should still encourage him to change. It will show other transphobes that they should not be ashamed of becoming a better person. I'm just sitting here like, you are so fucking lost in your own fucking make-believe world if you believe that fucking Keemstar. If you believe any of this fucking matters to Keemstar's fucking brain. What is happening here?
Don't you wish that Keemstar could go on to the Velma show and say trans rights?
It would just save everything, right?
Dude, it's like this year's version of what song did the celebrities sing?
J.K. Rowling would drop dead if that happened.
He literally did. She would just melt like the Wicked Witch of the West.
And also, you know what the other thing that's funny about this? It's caused people to turn on Keffals now too. So there's tweets shitting on Keffals because Keffals had Keemstar on stream today to, you know, discuss whether or not he's a trans ally and potentially, if Keemstar, you know, capitulated, rehabilitate his image online. So naturally, a lot of the lefties were like, yo, fuck Keffals. Why are you trying to rehabilitate this piece of shit? He killed Etika. He kills trans people. He hates trans people. He's racist. Fuck you. Why are you having this guy on your stream? Some of y'all really forgot all the shit he did over the years because he's doing the absolute bare minimum. And you know, it's funny because this account is calling out Keffals, but they're kind of right. They're kind of fucking right. Because in their deluded logic, it doesn't make sense for Keemstar if he's some racist, evil pedophile, which Keffals has called Keemstar a pedophile before, right? That somehow, what, he says trans rights and he's potentially absolved already, instantly? It's just so funny to watch them all scramble, like debating amongst themselves whether or not they should forgive Keemstar or not because he tweeted trans rights and called TheQuartering gay. That's all it takes to be a good guy now? What? So, of course that's not all it takes. And you know, the woke mob is now turning on Keffals for even extending the olive branch. Now, Keffals brought fucking Keemstar on, right? And, well, they've now tweeted since then and uploaded a short video. And, well, I'll just see if I can fucking pull it up here.
Okay, so I just ended stream. I just finished talking to Keemstar. And I'm now guaranteed, like, I'm 100% convinced at this point that was entirely a bit. Like, I was pretty sure it was a bit at the start.
What? No.
But I was like, no. Let this man cook. Let him cook. I need to see where this is going. Maybe he's just like a boomer. He doesn't understand what he's saying, but he wants to be cool now. No.
What?
That was a shit show. Like, holy shit, I did not expect that conversation to turn into a debate. I didn't expect it to go anywhere it did. It was fucking wild. My editor's currently editing it to get it up on the channel, so it'll be up really soon, but I thought I should just, like, say something about this, because, like, Keemstar, I don't think he's a trans ally, as I'm learning.
No, dude.
All right. Let's think about this critically for a second. Is this video for us, or is this video for like the lefties that are?
This video was made solely for me to laugh at.
No, all right. Because there's two ways to go about this. One, like Keffals is totally fucking aware, and it was just a grift to get Keem on and make content with him for an hour. Or there's alternatively that Keffals really thought there's a chance that Keem was turning over a new leaf and going trans rights. Which one is it? I mean,
there's multiple angles you can look at this. All right. So for one thing, this is something that a lot of people have a misconception about Keffals because they're so afraid of Keffals getting them banned from the internet that they sort of have this misconception that they should be afraid of being in conflict with Keffals. They should avoid any sort of, getting under their bad side or something like that. People have a fear of Keffals. That's very misguided. Keffals is very afraid of conflict. I can just tell this because anytime Keffals comes on stream, she's very, chill, joking, reasonable sounding. She's very much more reserved. Whereas on Twitter, it's like, fuck you, you support genocide, so you should die. You know what I mean? It's very different on stream versus on Twitter, or at least 2022 Twitter Keffals versus stream Keffals, very, very different. Keffals does not like conflict at all. I think it's possible that maybe Keffals was not trying to bait Keemstar on stream for a debate because Keffals doesn't like debating. Keffals is not good at debating. Or maybe this is all just a giant fucking grift. I have no idea. It could be
I don't know. I think part of it is that it's also a lot easier to be extremely confident when you get 50,000 likes under your tweet.
Yeah, because everyone's on your side.
As opposed to streaming with Keemstar where half the chat is Keem fans. You know what I mean? That's a bit, I guess, more intimidating, I'd say, because you're kind of insulated on Twitter, right? You're not going to really see anything negative, so you can kind of say whatever you want. But in like a debate setting, it's a little different.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It just seems like, I don't know. There's also the other angle too, is like, why is Keffals making this video? Is she trying to spin this as, oh, I didn't get fooled by Keemstar. I just wanted to bring him on my stream to poke him around and see if he's really on our side or not. And now I found out.
Purity test. You're not allowed to talk to Keemstar.
Yeah,
it's the same thing, unironically, what Chud's
So she's saving her ass.
Now.
She's saving her ass from the people on Twitter that are criticizing her for talking to Keemstar in the first place. That's a possibility there.
But I really have this heartfelt belief where if people are willing to show that they're changing and learning, you should give them the space to change and to learn. And that's what I tried to do. And no, he was just bored. He was just doing a bit. It was a funny bit. Like when he did the Hogwarts tweet and he said, JK is not going to be rattling in my money. And then he put a Ukraine flag after the trans pride flag. That was funny.
The Ukraine flag.
And my takeaway from this is really kind of just where I started. Although I'm glad I had the chance to push back on it because I feel like he was really trying to gaslight me basically the entire conversation.
Damn.
I started off like really slow. Like I really wanted to hear him out, but he just kept.
By the way, I will give Keffals this. She's very good at the social media game. This video is perfect marketing for her fucking debate with Keemstar.
Oh, 100%.
Feeding me this like incredibly one-sided version of events, and it was really obvious that this is not the shit that transpired. He wouldn't back down from the kind of stuff that he was saying, and you'll have to see it. It'll be up soon.
Yeah, literally doesn't say a single thing in the video. Just like the stuff he was saying, he didn't back off on it.
Exactly.
The things that had happened. Yeah, listen, you're gonna have to watch it yourself. I can't possibly do a good job explaining to you.
All right, we're gonna take a quick diversion into the fucking quartering, who had like a fucking autism fit last night, I guess. It's one of those monthly quartering gets really fucking shit-faced and says a lot of fucking dumb, crazy shit on the internet.
Well, apparently, Augie, he hasn't been drinking for quite a while, so that can't be true.
Well, let me just put it this way, all right? If you're the quartering and you own a channel with 1 million subs and you're working with Steven Crowder, helping him fight the Blaze, and you're fighting the culture war, and you're uploading 20 shorts a day, and you're also debating maggot edits at like 11 o'clock at night for like an hour on your fucking Twitter page, there's a problem there, okay? That should not happen ever. Okay, that's just retarded. What the fuck?
DeOrio says, which trans girl gave Keemstar life-changing dome? TheQuartering response.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. What now?
Capria says, which trans girl gave Keemstar life-changing dome?
Thanks, Boblax.
Why did he read that one?
Why did he read that one?
This is the kind of shit that fucking Richard Lewis was talking about. Totally reads this allegation entirely uncontested.
So, quartering, oh my god. So he takes the bait too, just like Keffals, except in the opposite direction. He gets mad at Keemstar saying he's not gonna buy Hogwarts Legacy, and to own Keemstar and flex his fucking dick, he says, I'll be purchasing 2 copies to offset this. Oh, fucking Keem, shat on.
I will be gifting Keemstar's version of Hogwarts Legacy to one lucky gamer.
Keemstar's version of it. What?
Please reply with your Steam name in the hashtag KeemstarIsBald to enter. Okay, I'll consider the console versions too. Tipster quote tweets him and says,
Immediately Tipster.
pissed in your basement, to which the quartering responds, sick burn, Tipster. You get caught up in any more cringe cheating scandals? You know,
Whoa!
girls having them leak those messages? Telling them how you're all alone while married? Sit down.
Oh my god. All right, chat. Tipster W or quartering W here? Which one which?
This went like 1 to a bajillion right there.
Yeah, we're already
just
starting
happened.
off so
It
good
was-
here. Which one are we doing here? Both L's? Good one. I don't know,
It's
man.
pretty split.
Quartering takes the L here for upping it to like a billion for no fucking reason. Because really all Tipster's comment should not provoke quartering that much. At the same time though, if he was gonna fucking up it to a million, boy did he telling them how you're all alone while married. Jesus, dude. So he like read the DMs, has active memory of Tipster's, exactly what he told these girls in the fucking leaked DMs from like a fucking year ago. It's like, what the? So you're
this is
thinking
why
about
I think
this?
it's a Jeremy L. I think it's a Jeremy L because he literally knows this information. He like
That means he
watches our
watched my
shit.
stream, like,
it means he
shitting on
watches
Tipster.
us, and he hate watches our shit and
Which is
never
awesome.
talks about us unless we like say something.
Right.
And then he's got like all the receipts. So it's so weird.
Yeah,
like
'cause
we
all-
literally put this guy's head.
All the people that share the Tipster like DMs, like I can always tell they just use my fucking video on it. Yeah, my video is like 43K or whatever. Tipster W in the long run, give it a few months. Okay, what does Tipster say?
Responds by saying, imagine getting this triggered over a joke. Also, not sure me getting love from the ladies is the dunk you think it is.
Oh,
At the
God.
end of the day,
What the fuck? No!
What the fuck? Why did he say
Why, dude? Why,
did he say
Tipster?
like that?
What the?
He's so old. He tweets 10 years older than he is.
Holy shit! Not sure getting the love from the ladies is the dunk you think it is. And he says this with the sunglasses, like, yeah.
I could see him saying it like literally out loud, like just if he's on his stream being like, not sure if you get the love from the ladies, you know?
Dude, I can imagine Tipster like, ha 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 ha, I'm not sure getting a love from the ladies. It's the own you think it is, dude, homie.
Push his glasses a bit closer to face.
better watch out, Jeremy. The last 4 people who tried to claim
Whoa! Okay, Tipster W. Whoa! Whoa! Tipster W, never mind. What the fuck?
the sex past 2 cheeks on my wife got outed for being a wee bit too spicy themselves.
Whoa!
You were not projecting like they were, are you? 80.
Whoa, whoa. Okay, I spoke too soon.
Why does picture 2 look like picture 1 took off the wig?
Dude, what the fuck? Okay. This, never mind. Tipster fucking W, 100% here. What the fuck? This is insane, man. I like how Papa Guts thrown in there, too.
Well, the e-girl controversy, you know?
Oh, man.
Being a wee bit too spicy themselves. You were not projecting like they were, are you?
That tweet is fucking violence.
And you know he knows enough about us that he knows the lore about all
Yeah,
those
Jeremy.
people.
So Jeremy, because he watches all of us anyway, he knows who all of these 4 people even are.
8030 responds to the quartering
80-30 is in Twitterverses, bro.
by saying, you look like a pedophile. To which the quartering responds, you follow 2,000 people and have even fewer followers. I'm
What?
not sure you're in any position to be interjecting opinions. I guess maybe on what pedophiles look like? I don't know any. I assume you do. I'm sorry you have
Oh
such
my
a clear
god,
picture.
he's
Why would you
taking it
respond to a tweet
seriously.
like this? What
He's
the
taking it
fuck?
seriously. What the fuck, dude? And 80-30, so he just calls him a fucking pedophile. And then the quartering's
What does
just
that
like,
reference to? What is the "you look like a pedophile" drama? Oh, that's the fucking Def Noodles thing. Remember Def Noodles said to Papa Gut that you look like a pedophile?
Oh.
I've been trying to figure out what the fuck he was talking about.
Well, Quartering took it he got fooled into taking it fucking seriously. He's just like, actually, I'm not a pedophile. How would you know what a pedophile is? Do you know any pedophile? Everybody knows what a pedophile is, Jeremy. Why are you?
Wait, Jeremy doesn't know what pedos are? Doesn't he do like the libs of TikTok thing now? And he's just like,
you would
look at
know
this
about them a
child
lot,
groomer.
right? You exposed them on your fucking. By the way, can we derail a little bit and just talk about how shitty the Quartering shorts are? The Quartering has the worst YouTube shorts of all time. All right, psycho woke doctor.
If this person actually is a doctor, they deserve to lose their license immediately. What they're saying.
Jesus Christ!
But the left tries to go after everyone's job, right?
Well, what did she do?
Harmful and disrespectful of actual biological women. Make sure you leave a like on this video and you subscribe so I can keep bringing these folks to light.
All you Karens out there who have your panties in a bunch about the fact that doctors are starting to use the term pregnant person instead of pregnant women, I want you to listen up. Women are people. Non-binary people and trans men are also people. So this term includes everyone that was born with a uterus and could be pregnant. It has nothing to do with not being a feminist or protecting women's rights. We want to be inclusive to all people born with a uterus.
My name's
Hold on.
Wait, why did they need to be thrown out of their job?
This woman's like, I support trans rights. Jeremy's like, get this fucking person fired. Get him out of there. Throw him out of the lock the fucking place down.
Normally I would
Kill
expect
them, fucking murder them, rip them limb from limb.
Yeah,
Like,
okay,
Jesus.
so the short is easy to make. It's so haphazard. He doesn't even give commentary. He just shows it, and then he expects praise for that because it's like, I'm exposing bad actors and bringing them to life. No, you're just downloading videos on fucking Reddit and just reposting them on your channel. But also, normally you're supposed to have like better fucking examples, right? Like of doctors like fucking actually like going after like kids or something, or saying like something creepy or pedophilic. Like this clip
The
is
person
just,
literally just said trans rights.
you're just
Like,
giving
that's-
ammo for them to fucking respond and just be like, oh, this person's going after my fucking life just for my views, but then claims the left does it. They're a hypocrite. It's such an easy fucking video.
This is
to
literally
respond
get
to.
them fired because they disagree with them.
Yeah, and it's such.
That's
also
so weird.
Not only is the video ass, but it's made like dog shit. Look at this.
And if you enjoyed this, leave a like on it and subscribe or follow for.
And they're all like this, by the way.
So wearing a mask is exclusively tied to being in the LGBTQ community. I thought people were born this way. Make sure you leave a like on this video and
Oh my god,
subscribe
dude.
so I can keep bringing
Owned.
these folks to light.
I will no longer call a person queer if I don't see them participating in queer politic.
This
You're
is
gay,
fine. This
sure, you're
person's
gay.
crazy.
That is not the same.
Right. It's just I don't know. It's just the most like, I'm not, the point of
This
the video
is
is
the
to
Joe
be like,
Biden meme. You
look,
know? Like, it's
the
like
point,
you're not
I'm not
black if you
saying
don't vote
what
for
he,
it.
everything he says in the shorts is wrong. I'm just saying they're made like fucking ass. He just finds the most like random shit on the internet. He fucking just pastes them and then he does nothing. He does give commentary. And I know it's shorts, but it's like, they're just so fucking ass. And he posts
but
these
it's
on
good
Twitter
to show like
too.
a grounded example, because that first one was completely
Yeah.
psychotic. That one was like, all right, that's what you typically expect from this kind of content.
And then 8030 ended up liking this tweet. I'm pretty sure he's just fucking around, but I just find the fact that he responded to 8030 by saying he's not in a position to interject opinions because he has a low follower count super funny, considering he was begging Elon Musk to become Twitter CEO, or at least
What
work under
the-
him at Twitter, as
Oh my dude, what the
if a
fuck?
random YouTuber is in any position to take on a job like
I like
that.
when Boblax
Regardless,
interjects opinions.
DeOrio shows these tweets from TheQuartering and captions it by saying, Keemstar pretended he wasn't going to buy the Wizard game, and we got
Wait, I'm just gonna pull this up for myself. Is this really? This is the state
This
of
is
the
the
fucking
tweet that
Quartering?
got him mad. I swear to God, I didn't even do anything this time.
I will be gifting Keemstar's version of Hogwarts Legacy to one lucky gamer. Sick burn tipster, and then
Just
oh my
the ones we
God.
read so far. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the ones we read. Okay.
TheQuartering responds, yes, Nick. We all know you were part of Keem's cringe fan club. The real sad part is you're sitting here overjoyed that a man tweeted about another grown man. You took time out of your night to screenshot pointless tweets, as what is sadly a hilarious self phone.
Yikes. Do you feel owned, Nick?
I cannot believe that tweet warranted that response. Like, you know what? He woke up and deleted all the tweets after the 9/11 Elon Musk Twitter poll. You remember that?
Yeah, he
back
was
in
just
December.
like, yikes. He woke up the next day, was like,
I didn't get Nick, that was kind of whack that I tweeted all that stuff. I wasn't expecting one, but I'm just saying. But holy shit, every time this guy gets drunk. By the way, I didn't tag him in that. He looked it up.
I like the way he talks here. He's like, yes, Nick.
When our community goes after him, he looks my fucking Twitter up to see if I said anything.
He knows
and then,
that you're the fucking
flips the fuck out. Yeah, every
yeah.
time. It's great.
Come out of your night to screenshot pointless tweets, as what is sadly a hilarious cell phone. Samuel J responds by saying, I think the point is more, look how easy it is to get a rise out of Jeremy, and like clockwork, it got a rise out of you. TheQuartering responds, am I not allowed to reply? A reply from me is proof I'm mad? I tweet like 100 times a day, and in none of them am I ever mad, lol.
Well, yeah, because you're not replying to something.
That is the angriest way to explain that, by the way.
Yeah. It's like somebody's like, your penis is small. Then he's like, what? Fuck you. It's large, actually. It's very large. And then somebody's like, you're mad. And then he's like, what? So I'm not allowed to reply and be mad? It's like, okay.
Maggot edits response to TheQuartering by saying, we all know you're just drunk and spurging on Twitter. TheQuartering responds by saying, I haven't been drunk all January.
Dude, just the denial on
He didn't
Twitter.
put mine in there, but I said he was one drink away from being in the next Died Suddenly Anti-Vax documentary.
Holy shit. Wait, what the fuck? You said that? Holy shit. It's fucked.
January. Maggot says, sure, bro. To which TheQuartering responds, it says something about you that you would think I have to be drunk to interact with you.
Oh yeah, he spelled January wrong. January. It says something about you that you would think I would have to be drunk to interact with you. Chin up. You'll find happiness one day. This is just...
Maggot responds,
Dude, he went from
oh,
tipsters
boy,
going after all the ladies to maggot edits. You're not hot enough for me.
Yeah, what's going on here, buddy?
really got me there. I'm glad you think I want validation from a fat balding loser who pees in his basement.
What the fuck?
Yo,
Holy
TheQuartering
shit.
responds, oh, I know you need my validation. Your desperate quote tweets prove that. I really hope you can find validation in more healthy ways. This is not a good look. 8030 responds, take the L, Marie. TheQuartering responds, replying to tweets is an L.
This is a retarded video that we're watching right now. Like,
This is so stupid. This
video is something
what,
I would think of as a joke in my brain and not actually watch.
He doesn't watch shit in this fucking community or tangentially.
And then 8030 called Jeremy small. And then Jeremy cried. It's like, what?
Some perpetually online fuckwits say, hey dude, you look like a pedophile. And if you laugh at them, you suddenly declare you won something? Nicholas DeOrio then shares all of these tweets on his timeline and says,
no.
so I made a really light joke about Jeremy getting trolled by Keemstar, and now he's erupted into his monthly meltdown. I'm reposting these because they'll surely be deleted in the morning, laughing my fucking ass off.
To him, he kept them
Oh,
up.
that's why he left them up, because he couldn't give you the own. He'd be
Yeah.
like, yeah, see?
TheQuartering responds, you understand I know Keemstar is trolling, right? You get that, right, Nick? You
No, you got emotional, and then everybody was like, you're an idiot. And then you were like, oh, well, of course he's trolling, but I'm also trolling.
really think I
We're both just trolling together, right?
thought suddenly one of the biggest fuckwits on the internet was suddenly all about trans rights? Nah, you didn't actually think that. I don't think you were actually that dumb. I then respond by saying, the head of Keemstar's Drama Alert news team is trans. The only transphobic person here is you, but
Whoa, okay, what the fuck? So now it's just evolved into just a total shit show. Corey's
Roblox keeps
transphobic.
self-inserting in my drama, bro. Okay, my response to Jeremy was, I copy and pasted his message, and then I quote tweeted it, and then I ratioed him with his own message. Okay,
So
that
now-
was
so now
my
Bo Black
response.
is about
okay?
to just take the social justice knee and just use it to just kneel on his neck and just finish him off for the video. Just
Yeah, I didn't go the social justice route. I went the 20 King copy pasta route.
Yeah.
by the way, that isn't a joke. Olivia, who is the head of research at Drama Alert, is trans.
Thanks, Bo Black.
As far as I know, Keem has been nothing but supportive of her behind the scenes. So yeah,
Well, he does misgender her like a billion times in his podcast, but
I found out after I was working with Keemstar, like after I was done working with Keemstar, that Olivia was trans.
okay, this tweet is insane. What is
Jeremy
this?
responds to me by saying, another Keemstar White Knight, I love you Black Lives Matter song, Bo Black, so...
What does that even mean? What is he trying to say here? Another another Keemstar White Knight. I love you. Black Lives Matter song. Bo Black. So cool. Not drinking. Okay.
Oh, cool.
I
I
know,
respond, yeah, I think Black Lives Matter and trans people are valid. I'm basically evil in your eyes.
He says Bo Blacks. What the fuck? Yes, I love supporting all the good things that you don't. I'm bad in your eyes. Okay. So again, Bolak just takes all the fucking hot topics, just fucking kneels to him, and he supports Ukraine. Fucking quartering just blown out. Racist, angry, pedophile, he's mad.
To which he then says, my dad is black, you racist, which, what does that even mean? That you're not racist? That I'm racist for making fun of a black man's son? Do you wish your dad was black and he's not? I don't really know what the joke
Do you wish your dad is black and he's not? I like that Boblex left that open as a possibility as to what's going on here.
Jeremy wishes Tyrone ran off with his mother, and now he goes around and tells everybody that he has a black dad because he wasn't able to
dude.
I'm not making this up.
Yeah,
Jeremy's been
no,
leaving
I think this is real.
Yeah, 100%.
But apparently, whatever it is, it's old because Review Tech USA quote tweets quartering and says, this joke is old. Go drink. Keemstar responds.
Oh man, so it's just him fucking coping.
The Quartering has made 5+ tweets crying that I support trans rights. The origin story for the Quartering's hate for the LGBTQ comes from a 2019 incident where a man in a dress punched him. Instead of defending himself like a man, he called the police and fundraised a lawsuit. The Quartering responds to him by saying, bald, and then KEEM replies by saying, talking all that ish, why don't you comb over here? The Quartering then says, lol, they so mad tonight, and then tries to cope by talking about a random TV show. And
Wait, when did Twitterverses get so biased? Wait a minute. Remember when Boblax did the whole like, oh, I'm the neutral guy that just reads tweets or whatever?
Yeah, now he does the.
Now he's just like, then the Quartering cove this dumb fucking tweet here.
Yeah.
What?
Lol, they so mad tonight. And then tries to cope by talking about a random TV show. And then Keemstar and Keffals do a co-tweet together saying trans rights. I don't really know what's going on. 2023 is crazy. And a bunch of stuff is happening.
Fucking win.
What's that?
Imagine if Jeremy quote tweeted that and went, and there it is. That would have been the funniest fucking.
That would have been.
Died. I literally would have fucking. I would have retweeted it because that's hilarious.
That would have been awesome.
Even if Keemstar is somewhat being jokey about it, I love the positive message that is being pushed, with acknowledging that gender-specific amenities should be available in all bathrooms due to the existence of transgender people, as well as people who already know about all of this stuff, being understanding that there is a learning curve to understanding LGBTQ stuff if you are not LGBTQ yourself, and having this positive dialogue pushed about trans issues and trans people in general into a community that is traditionally not as accepting of those things, hence the reaction from Sneeko and the Quartering.
Look at Boblax here. Look at little Boblax here. He's got a big old grin on his face while he's reading this part of the fucking segment.
As it may get people to second guess some of the misconceptions they might have about trans people, and more importantly, it will get the Quartering to spurg out, which is funny for all people of all identities and ethnicities to watch unfold.
Look at Boblax, dude, just fucking sneaking it in there. He is so fucking sneaky in this segment. What the fuck is this? He's like, yeah, at least at the end of the day, we can support all trans people, unlike the Quartering. All right, we should probably watch this fucking Keffals debate.
Yeah, that's the title. Yeah, it's
wasted 2 hours on, but you know what? 2 hour intro.
I think people are just really surprised by this. I mean, like I was. I thought this was a bit at first. Is it?
Oh, but Keffals knew the whole time, guys. Right?
Jesus. Yeah. All right, so it's one of those, is Keffals lying then or now? But because it's Keffals, you really don't know, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, no and yes, right? Like, so.
And what a Keemstar answer to that. Keffals is like totally confused if Keemstar is doing a bit here, taking advantage of the trans movement. And then Keem's like, well, I kind of was. Which means he was just doing it for attention, but also he doesn't hate trans people. That's what that answer means.
Okay, so let's start at the very beginning. There was this.
By the way, you don't think Keem hates trans people, do you, Nick? Because I don't.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Meme
he wouldn't platform you.
Which I wasn't sure if it was.
True, dude. I actually am a trans social media pariah myself. Like my entire audience is trans. You know this, right? Like I direct them.
A trans woman was claiming to freeze ketchup packs
to then insert.
Plus,
and
I'm sorry.
What
I'm
the
sorry.
fuck?
We're literally EFAP now. This is ridiculous. No, we have to pause there.
What?
A trans and then Keemstar's head just like it fucking 404'd. Like he blue screened for a second there. He's like, woman.
Well, fuck, man, woman, fuck. He's like, doesn't know which one to say.
He's like, yeah, dude, I'm
have,
big
like, a period
trans
or whatever.
Keemstar here.
He's like, do I say left or right? Fuck.
And I was like, is this real? Because I had no idea. And then people were saying that that's just bullshit or whatever. That's just a meme, right?
Keemstar looks at like trans pussy. Is this real? That's what he says.
I can't believe it's not pussy.
In a men's bathroom, and there was a little note there saying that they're going to put them in women's and men's bathroom. And I was like, why does a trans woman who doesn't have periods need a tampon? Like, it was confusing to me, right? I deleted the tweet because I didn't, I started thinking about it. I was like, wait, trans men still have periods. And so I started getting shit for that. And I responded like, fuck off, I'm learning. Because I was. And it went nuts. It went viral.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's really
And
cool.
then you idiots fucking thought it was serious.
As you don't see a lot of people changing their minds on this topic. But obviously there's a lot of fake news that goes around about this. Like, I don't know if you remember, there was a thing like months back, maybe a year ago, about a student who...
So what is this like good faith Keffals arc? Like, why is Keffals suddenly interested in extending this olive branch and, redemption and stuff like this? Because I feel like Keffals 6 months ago would be like, all right, Keemstar's advertisers need to fucking show up to his house and execute him.
Well, Keffals 6 months ago was in a very different position than Keffals right now.
What does that mean?
Well, I mean, Keffals at the height of, well, not maybe not 6 months ago, but Keffals at the height of the drop kiwi farm stuff was getting a lot of attention from a lot of places.
Did Keffals fall off?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, it wasn't like Keffals wasn't able to sustain the growth that she had at the time. Not close. Yeah.
Well, let's see here. 700 viewers, 400. Yikes. That's not good. Yeah.
I mean,
damn.
you literally see it's like a big triangle.
Yeah, we're like double that right now. So okay, interesting.
Who was using a
That
litter
is
box and
Twitch, though.
Yeah, but that's her main platform.
Why have I been labeled a transphobic person? Why? Where does that come from? What's the basis of that?
Let's hear the evidence.
like one of our earliest interactions was you intentionally misgendering me, if I remember correctly.
No.
And we were-
Okay, I was Keemstar gonna navigate this one.
What was the actual interaction? I remember the back and forth, but
So you tweeted out something along the lines that somebody released your dead name, and I asked you, what is a dead name? Because I didn't know.
I think this is a different...
All right, so he pleads ignorance.
And then, wait, didn't Keffals call him a pedophile?
I think so. In this world, what is the thought process on misgendering if the person smears you as a pedophile?
What is the
that
hierarchy of like, which is, all right, so.
Which is worse, accusing somebody
is
of being a
worse?
pedophile or misgendering them in their world? What do they think,
I don't know, my brain doesn't really work on it, because usually the misgendering people are the ones calling you a pedophile.
Right.
So this is, wait, hold on.
Wait, this is a very interesting moral dilemma
yeah.
here.
But I didn't like bring, I don't have like a folder of receipts. I didn't want to have this conversation to like fucking grill you or anything. I mostly just wanted to figure out where you were coming from, because people...
Oh, Keffals doesn't want to grill Keemstar? What's
Wait,
going on here?
So she jumped in for the little beatdown, and then Keemstar knows. So Keem knows what Keffals is talking about. Explains the situation about halfway through, and then Keffals backtracks.
Yeah.
He goes, I actually don't want to debate right now. No, that's probably a bad idea.
I wish like chat and all these people that are saying that I'm transphobic could produce something that shows that I'm transphobic. I know I've had my issues with
Keffals'
pronouns in the
chat
past. And I've spoke
wants
out
you
about
to be
pronouns and how
transphobic,
fucking
by the
confusing
way.
and-
You
Yeah,
know
no.
that better than
When I
anybody.
debated Keffals, the entire chat was like, why isn't he calling her a fucking Taylor yet? Her chat, by the way. Her chat that claims that cares so much about like dead names and, mischief.
Yeah,
They wanted
fucked.
me to call her a slur so that they could fucking clip it and be like, oh, he's freaking out. So they want it to happen.
When you start having like all these different Z's, Z's, M's, like, dude, I get lost in the sauce. I'm 40 years old. Like, this is like, seems silly to me, right? Does that make me transphobic? Does that mean like I hate trans people? No.
No, I mean, I don't think that means that you would hate trans people. But I think like, I've been out as trans for 12 years. And I think I've come across one person in those 12 years who used like Z, them pronouns. I think there's just this tendency on social media to really amplify it and make it seem like it's a much bigger thing than it is.
Why are we giving this well-known lying asshole a platform? And it's like, that's what I'm talking about. Just the nonstop, like, fucking, what am I lying about? Please produce evidence. But it's a lot of just saying shit. It's a lot of false allegations nonstop with no receipts to back it up. I don't think many people know this, but it should be known. The individual that runs Stromler, that is the head of my company, which I'm, I guess, most known for on the internet, is trans. She's been with me for 7 years. It's like my company is
How long
ran
has
by a
Olivia
trans
been
individual.
out?
So I'm
I don't know.
confused on why I've been labeled as this transphobic person that has a chance. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not. The people that pick my cotton are trans, so I can't be transphobic.
Like, shit.
Sorry, was that off?
What the fuck? Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
that-
Nick
that's-
is really out here making me look
Dude,
bad,
that's what
bro.
it sounds like when he's making that argument. He's like, well, my top and plea is that really a fucking... Okay, was that nuclear? Was that nuclear? Because that's what his argument sounds like to me.
You're
It's
good,
like, well,
buddy.
my employee is trans. It's like, okay, but is Keffals gonna hear that and be like, oh, true, you actually are a trans ally? No. Keffals gonna be like, oh, so because you have a trans friend, you don't hate
dude,
them?
I'm just laughing because you could have went for the easy slam dunk. It's like, oh,
Really?
Keemstar's trans friend, and instead you were just like a plantation owner picking my cotton. You immediately you went like full fucking Monty, bro. What the
fuck?
hell?
What was that? Was that? I'm not even trying to make like a fucking edgy joke here. I'm just saying, like, I mean, that's okay. All
It
right.
just caught me off guard. I'm sorry.
Okay.
The only thing that I remember having an issue with was like the Leah. Okay, there were a few fights, but I don't remember a lot of them. But one thing that really sticks out in my mind was the stuff with Leah Thomas. Like,
Good analogy. Thanks, Chad.
because I don't think that trans women should be excluded from women's sports for a variety of reasons. Like the first one being like there really isn't a lot of hard evidence that trans women are like biologically at a significant advantage to cis women. In fact, the only trans woman to ever compete in the Olympics got her fucking ass kicked.
You know, the problem with a topic like that is blanket statements, right? Because it's got to be on a case-to-case basis. The argument that I hear Joe Rogan make a lot is in reference to MMA,
God.
right? You send someone in there to fight.
And he's right, by the
that's
way.
a trans woman against a biological woman, and you know his argument is you just have an advantage. You absolutely have an advantage. Now, again, probably on a case-by-case basis.
No, that's not Joe's
but-
argument. Joe's argument is
Yo, dude.
Joe Rogan. Hold on. Joe Rogan is not getting on the fucking thing and going, listen, all right, men just would have a fucking advantage. No, Joe gives a fucking example. Joe
Base.
explains bone structure. Like if you watch Joe, like he doesn't just go, no, that's the end of QED, end of debate. You know what I
It's
mean?
just like Joe's like, dude, they're just better, and I agree.
The blanket statements I don't feel apply to actual truth.
Yeah, I think the problem is too is like so much of this discussion is
she
wrapped up in culture
challenged
war.
that.
So the people who are against trans women in sports, a lot of them have an ideological motivation for doing so.
By
And
the
they
way,
don't
we're gonna. This is goes on for 3 hours, so we're gonna skip around to the more interesting parts. But we're just playing like the opening just to show you guys how the conversation starts.
actually even care if there is or isn't a biological advantage. For them, it's like they do not want trans women to be in women's spaces whatsoever. Like they're essentially arguing for a form of segregation.
I think what people are afraid of is somebody taking advantage of your community. Let's say you have some like sex pest or some creep, wants to gawk at women and is pretending to be trans just to go into the woman's bathroom or a changing room at a gym or something. to go-
Salvo is going to transition in 2023. Do you agree, Nick?
Yeah, I haven't actually seen any cases reported like that. 'Cause I feel like the types of people who would do that stuff wouldn't go through that kind of effort in the first place.
I don't have it available now, but there's a video that I just saw yesterday where a woman is at the gym complaining that a man is looking at her in the gym, in the changing room, naked. And she
Yeah.
called the cops. The cops get there and the cops say, well, this is a tricky, like, social issue. And really nothing was done.
Okay, I mean,
Amazing.
even if we have like one random example of this happening, I feel like you could say the same thing about literally any community of people. Like the majority of the times that these kind of situations happen, it's not going to be trans people. It's like going to be 99.9% not trans people. They're going to do this shit regardless. I think
And
it's just,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
and to
Do
follow
you
up your
agree
point,
with
I mean,
that
there
take?
are bad actors.
That
in-
like, do you think? All right, honestly, Chad,
perverts
can
are
you
always
set up a
gonna
poll?
exist?
Can you set up a poll? All right, I want you to set up a poll, and I want Chad's honest answer. Okay, are there more pedophiles in the trans community, the Sonic community, the Minecraft community, or the furry community? I honestly want to know what Chad's
right.
answer. I'm fucking super intrigued.
This is
All
gonna
right.
be the worst. This is gonna be the poll that I run that gets me on fucking Rumble. Let's see here.
By the way, if trans
Minecraft
people
is
win,
winning.
you're gonna get banned.
If trans people start winning, there's an in poll button actually.
You're gonna get banned.
Yeah, it's mostly Minecraft. I'm surprised how low Sonic is,
All
considering
right, to be fair,
we've covered like 3 different Sonic pedophiles before.
To be
Sonic
fair, if you
equals
think of
furries.
every
kind of.
single Minecraft streamer you can think of in the first 10 seconds has been accused of being a pedophile.
Yeah.
That's the honest truth. It's just there is so many. There's so much overrepresentation for pedophiles in the Minecraft community.
There really is, dude. It's like actually insane. All we
We
have
need
to
to
do
start
is watch
moving
Kiro
into
the Wolf
like-
situation. Yes, honestly, Chad is pointing out that Sonic and furries are kind of the same, but it's like Sonic is like a subset of the furries. The furries are like their own, general problem, and Sonic is like a specific issue.
Like Lion Maker was making children's underwear and asking his viewers to take pictures wearing it, and nobody thought this was a problem.
Dude, people just looked at that. Oh, he's just selling merch. Children's underwear.
He put his face on children's underwear.
That's merch?
It's like the most insane thing.
Why
I've
would
ever
any
fucking
YouTuber
heard.
ever sell children's underwear? What is the motivation there? Is that a huge untapped market? I don't think so.
Do you think that like your old Sonic friends are gonna watch this and be like, "What? Why are we on there with trans people?"
Well, the Sonic show is in chat right now. I wonder what he's saying. Is he
Who
in
is
there?
the Sonic show?
This is fucked up, Augie. He's like, yo. He's like, Augie, what the fuck? Oh, he's like saying it's blessed because like Sonic got the least amount. Oh my god, dude.
Wait, I'm so. Is that like an actual Sonic tuber?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I feel. So
Me and
bad
Boblax
now.
met him in Florida when we went to.
I
Critter
Feel
class.
so bad now. What the fuck?
You just called him a pedophile. I don't think.
Why did you call him a pedophile? But
We kind of.
I was thinking of remember Boblax's video that got taken down because of like the crazy Russian pedophile.
Yeah. Stefan Corbana with a 20 says the Smash community should. Oh my. How do we miss Smash, dude? Really?
You know.
Wow.
I knew we shouldn't have put Sonic on there.
Wow.
By the way, chat, we have the least transphobic chat in the community.
All right. Well,
Least
I'm in the poll
transphobic.
there. There you guys go. Trans
End it before
19%.
they fucking sabotage the vote to make us look worse.
Keffals is gonna like edit this to show it like trans, like it's just the 40%.
Oh my, wait, did that? No, it did not end at 40 fucking.
No.
Oh my, oh, okay.
Good one, buddy. Oh my god, we just ran another risk. What the fuck?
Wait, could you imagine?
Wait,
Holy
we just holy shit, dude. We just ran such a fucking huge risk.
I didn't realize how bad that could have went.
That would've. How did we not see that coming? We just like spread our fucking assholes like open, and the chat somehow didn't fuck us completely. Holy shit.
You mean we were very confident the chat would provide the correct answers.
Let's skip ahead in this conversation because it's just gonna be like a bunch of them just, you know. Let's skip ahead and see.
Life is a video game and all that. I was telling him, I'm like, you can't believe that. You can't believe that.
Oh, we're talking about Etika. What a great topic.
In simulation theory, like at heart, you can't believe that. If this is just a video game and none of this is real, then there's no point of
I mean, he's obviously like just like, you know, going through it, like very obviously having a manic episode.
in retrospect, yes, but at the time, no. So we do that.
All right, I might skip.
He's right. He's 100% right.
Yeah, I might skip around this part because I don't.
Dude,
wanna make
unironically,
discourse
I
out
don't
of
know,
it.
like I don't know who made this argument or how it was, but if you're making like the Etika argument in fucking 2023, you're like subhuman.
Well,
like, holy
Keffals
shit.
is only making that argument because she has to, because the whole chat is obviously like, this guy killed Etika, why are you talking to him? So then Keffals has to push him on this to look like she's not potentially running, you know.
Yeah, but I don't know. I didn't see the end of the conversation. I don't know how that convo
Oh,
went,
we're gonna
but-
get there. I heard some of it off stream, and boy, was it nuclear.
I think it'd be okay. Like, let's say there's a kid. He's on life support. His parents are Jehovah's Witnesses. They do not believe
the
that you should
fuck
be
is
allowed to be on
happening
life
now?
support. And because that kid is under the age of 18, the parents decide, okay, we're pulling the plug. This kid can make a full recovery, have an entire life ahead of them. But because of their parents' belief, this kid is
Wait, why is Keffals debating ethics with Keemstar? What the fuck? Why?
gonna fucking die. Like, is that okay?
I mean, I'm pro-choice, and I think that's okay.
What?
Wait, how does that relate?
I feel like if a woman wants to, you know, kill their unborn child.
I'm not talking about like an unborn child. I'm talking,
Wait,
let's
they're
like
a
a fucking
living
6-year-old,
child?
8-year-old,
You think you should be able to be pro-choice
What?
and kill a living child?
Okay.
12-year-old.
Well, I'm
Wait,
comparing the two things.
Yeah.
Right?
What?
So, you know, I'm pro-choice in that aspect. I think that's a very fucking sad scenario that you're presenting.
And these are
You
scenarios
what?
that just happen a lot, you know?
Look, I mean, there's situations where parents,
All right, do we need to back this up? What do we do? What is happening?
Augie, I have no idea what just happened.
What the fuck, dude?
Wait, how does that
I wish
relate?
I pre-watched.
Hold on. What?
yours until they're like 18 or something, right? Shouldn't parents be making that decision?
Do you think it'd be okay? Like, let's say there's a kid. He's on life support. His parents are Jehovah's Witnesses. They do not believe that you should be allowed to be on life support. And because that kid is under the age of 18, the parents decide, okay, we're pulling the plug. This kid can make a full recovery, have an entire life ahead of them. But because of their parents' belief, this kid is gonna fucking die. Like, is that okay?
I mean, I'm pro-choice, and I think that's okay.
By the
Oh
way,
my
the correct
God, man.
answer
Well, I mean-
for that question is that if the kid is like, what, I don't know, like 16, 15 or whatever, it says I want to transition and I want to store hormones, and you wait till 18, the alternative isn't sudden death.
Yeah.
So it's not comparable, right? Well, so if there's some hypothetical fucking
This is
philosophy
just-
question where you needs to transition to survive, okay.
Okay, this is very
Yeah.
interesting to me because it's like, why is Keffals asking Keemstar like his thoughts and like this ethical ethical dilemma, but also why did Keemstar answer that? What the fuck? Like, oh, I'm pro-abortion, so same thing, right?
Well,
feel
the
like
thing is, right,
when
like
a
the
woman wants
argument
to,
for why
you know.
children should transition is because it would be more unfavorable if they go through the entire puberty. But the like amount of people who turn around even after getting the surgery and go, you know, like this doesn't directly affect my own dysphoria. That's still even a factor for people who do transition, right? Even people who do pass as well. So
Right.
it's not like a be all, like it's not even a solid solution. The question that she's providing is like, you can give life-saving surgery that will like cure this kid as a matter of fact or whatever, as opposed to just letting them die when that's not even remotely comparable to the point she's making.
I don't know. All of that seems like a total false equivalency there, just on every angle, both KEEM and Keffals.
Unborn child.
I'm not talking about like an unborn
Abortion.
child. I'm talking like a fucking 6-year-old, an
It's just a
8-year-old,
stupid
12-year-old.
point.
Well, I'm
Keem can't
comparing the two
navigate
things.
it.
Yeah.
I'm pro-choice in that aspect. I think that's a very fucking sad scenario that you're presenting.
And these are scenarios that just happen a lot, you know?
Look, I mean, there's situations where parents are, you know, abusive or whatever, neglect their child, and
You know
they
what
get
this
taken
is?
from the
Pause
state
for
for
one
the betterment
second.
of the kid, right?
What?
What this is Keem knows the correct answer is no, you can't transition as like a minor or whatever, or start like, well, like he knows that's the answer he has to get to,
Right.
and his brain can't compute the logic to reach that answer. He has no idea what to
Well,
say.
Keem doesn't really know how to like argue these types of conversations because he just doesn't know anything about the topic.
He has an
right?
answer,
So-
and he's trying to get there and
Yeah.
crawl there any way possible.
Yeah, he's scrambling here.
Do you think if a trans person, a trans child, is being denied hormone therapy, should they be taken from the state so they can get the hormone therapy?
I feel like that's really contextual. Like, I need to know more about
What?
the
Okay.
parents. Like, why are the parents denying them this? How many doctors have been involved? Like, there's just
Taken away by the state. How could you support that?
too much information for it to be a simple yes or no.
Contextual?
These are very, very complicated issues.
Yeah, like I met someone, you know, and she came out as trans when she was like, I think 8 years old in the 70s. And the response by her parents was to put her through conversion therapy, right? She went through conversion therapy, she got abused, and she went back into the closet. She didn't come out again until she was in her 40s. And it's just like, these are the kinds of situations that happen a lot of the time.
Wait, hormone therapy can literally just be puberty blockers, which are completely reversible. So yes, it is contextual.
Wait, you're fucking retarded. What is that based on? The studies done in the last 20 fucking years? There's
Yeah.
like long-term studies on like what puberty blockers does to your fucking body. It's way too fucking recent to tell with the way that they're using them now.
Well,
Like,
also, just the idea that you could ever support what the state ripping
they're
your fucking
totally
kids
fucking
away and
reversed.
pumping them
Like,
with
you don't hit
hormones
puberty for 4 fucking years and
against the
it
parents'
drastically
wishes,
alters your
though.
entire childhood.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, your refutation is retarded from like so many different points of view. But even just like the state, like giving the state the ability to like rip kids away and pump them with fucking hormones if they want it against their parents' wishes. If you support that and you think that's the answer to that problem that you believe exists, that's crazy. The fact that you even trust that process, if it were to exist, is just deluded.
It's something I believe in. And I honestly, I think what some people don't get is that I view it as a stopgap solution. Like, you should be seeing a doctor.
The amount
You
of
should
people
be
who think
able
that
to
like,
access proper
oh
healthcare.
yeah, you
There's a
can
lot
just
of-
stop fucking puberty blockers at like 17 years old and you'll just have like a normal, like everything will be fine or whatever. It just like blows my fucking mind.
Yeah, no, that's just not true.
As if it doesn't like
You can't.
drastically alter
I know
your
people who
life, yeah.
accessed hormones through that website where it's a parent buying it for their kid who has already been on hormones and who has already been diagnosed and gone through the whole route, but the state has decided that despite what like the International Transgender Health Organization or whatever says is acceptable, the Republicans in the state are like, no, you have to be 18. So the choice is either let your kid go through like the puberty they were naturally going to go through, and you know that could lead to a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of mental health issues, suicide attempts and shit like that, or you could keep supporting your kid. It's a fucked up situation that shouldn't happen, but I'm glad it's there as a last resort option.
Forgive me, I have to pee.
Okay.
Yo, Keem W in chat. Oh my god. Smooth.
He physically ran from the debate.
Smooth, dude.
Keffals just dropped like an entire fucking like.
Holy shit, dude. That was amazing.
I can't.
That was amazing.
Oh god.
Keffals is like, yo, what the fuck?
Keffals like, I have no idea what I am doing.
Keffals
right
is
now.
like, why?
I was thinking about while I was taking a pee that you said something about like, oh, I forgot exactly what you said, but you said, well, there's all these things, and I'm glad that you support trans issues, but there's these other things. And do you think that I'm trying to be a good guy or something, trying to be seen as like I don't have a better word.
I honestly
Good?
couldn't tell.
I'm not. I don't like being seen as a good guy.
I already know you're not a good guy, Keem.
That goes against everything
my-
that Keemstar
Whoa.
is.
Whoa. Okay. All right. I already know you're
This-
not a good guy.
Why? Because he peed? It was like cordial 3 seconds. How far did we go ahead?
To be fair, Nick, if I was doing like a big prepared segment on like After Hours, like where you and me were doing like a debate, right? And then I made a huge point, and then you were like, nah, dude, I gotta go pee 1 sec. I would fucking send people to your house.
I would Minecraft pipe bomb your house.
Yeah.
But again, this is Keffals, who kind of dodges a lot herself, so I don't know if I'd be, I don't know how sympathetic I am.
No, for me though, if that happened, I would be calling my boys at the SWAT team.
That was good talking about.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, not Keem, you.
Every time.
You did that to me in a fucking... no, not Keemstar, you.
Jesus. Oh, shit, dude.
People talk about the DIY hormone thing. It sounds incredibly fucking alarming, and then you actually hear why I sponsored the thing, and people are like, oh, okay, I understand the perspective now.
I'm a parent, and if my kid wanted to start like a hormone therapy or something like that,
this is the moment.
Oh my God, Keffals is like
I would be against
waiting
it.
for this.
Okay, so this now dictates the entire rest of the conversation here.
And you know what the thing is? Keffals is now like, she has no opportunity here to be like charitable to this, because if she is charitable,
when you talk to Keffals,
fucked.
you need to move further to her position instead of, you can't just be like, I'm unchanged by this, you know, because then you're an enemy.
No, I'm saying, but like if she acts charitable to Keemstar now, then the whole community behind her is just gonna be like, you're a fucking huge piece of shit.
If this stream went the other way, where Keem answered yes to that, like, oh, I'd be totally fine with my kid doing hormones or whatever. If he answered like correctly there from Keffals' point of view, Keffals would be just destroyed.
Here.
Yeah, she has. Yeah, this is the best case scenario for her, that Keemstar like says no to this question, because then she has the excuse to go on the offensive against him and burn the potential bridge there.
And again, I don't know a lot on the situation. I don't know a lot about trans issues, right? I'm definitely not the expert, right?
Right.
But I can just say as a parent, I want to protect my kid. Like, it's instilled in my DNA. Like, I want the best for my kid. I want to protect my kid.
I mean, if you want to do the best for them, you should take that kind of thing seriously. Like, at least get them to see a therapist.
Well, do you know how foreign that is to someone that,
I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Keffals is
doesn't know that many trans people,
less than 3.
doesn't really understand. Do you understand how foreign it is to me and not really understanding that, you know, being cis?
Okay, what is going on here now?
See, I don't understand what. Okay, so the way out of this, because she gave him an out, was like, well, you should at least take him to a therapist. And be like, well, sure, yeah, I would exhaust all like available medical options, and then if it got to the point, then I would like research it further. Like that's probably the way he could have gotten out there, or like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna take this thing seriously and do my due diligence.
Yeah, I don't know. This is an interesting conversation to watch here.
Because someone in chat was like, well, he should have just lied.
You know,
well, why? This
the
isn't like a bad position to hold inherently.
No.
Different gender than I was biologically.
I mean,
understand how hard it is for parents.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I had to come out when I was like 16 to my mom and my dad and like go through this entire thing, and it's really fucking hard. It took a really long time.
To the entire chat that's saying he's not an ally. I can't believe he's calling himself an ally. I have not called myself an ally. All right, I just put out some tweets, and then y'all memed that I'm an ally, right? But I don't think
Keemstar's like, you idiots.
that I'm against the trans community in any sense. Like, I don't feel like I am. I don't have any hatred towards trans people. I don't oppose someone becoming trans.
He's like, I don't have any hatred to you guys, but you guys kind of got fucking baited, to be honest with you.
If you don't support it though, if I find out who your kid is and they come out as trans and this is a public thing, I'm gonna make sure they go on hormones, Keem. I'm gonna be their daddy.
As a parent.
Whoa. Okay. What the fuck is going on here?
All right. So when Keffals said, I'm going to be their daddy, it was clear at that point that that was all supposed to be a joke. But what it actually was, it sounded like something you'd hear on fucking libs of TikTok. And that was the most psychotic thing I've ever heard in my life.
That was insane. That was, what the fuck?
That was
this is a public thing.
Weird,
I'm going to make sure they go on hormones, Keem.
Okay, hold on. What the fuck?
I don't have any hatred towards trans people. I don't oppose someone becoming trans.
Dude. Listen to this again.
That was crusty, bro.
That was fucking insane.
Trip. Like, if you don't support it though, if I find out who your kid is and they come out as trans and this is a public thing, I'm gonna make sure they go on hormones, Keem.
If you stop it right there, that sounds psychotic. It feels like at this moment when you pause it, she's like, wow, that sounded really crazy. I better add something to the end of this to make it like
fucked. That is just fucked.
Yeah. No, hit play. The realization set in.
I'm gonna be their daddy.
As a parent,
let me just try to smooth that one over.
I'm going to be their daddy. Yeah, no.
Yeah, you know, I on third listen, that really didn't sound better.
No, it sounded worse.
Jesus. Yeah, no, it did sound worse. Yeah, that's a bad thing to say there.
I mean, at that point, I don't know.
Or I'd be like, no, that's my kid. No, you know?
Wait, why did Keem say that? Wait, Keem's like, no, if you say that I'm going to be your daddy. No, I'll be like, no, I'm their daddy.
What? What the fuck was that response?
Public thing. I'm gonna make sure they go on hormones, Keem. I'm gonna be their daddy.
As a parent, that's where I'd be like, no, that's my kid. No, you know?
What? That was Keem's response to that like psychotic statement?
Do you know
What?
why this debate is so good? I just figured it out. Both of these people fucking suck at debating. That's why this debate is so good. You're watching two people who have no idea how to articulate themselves in any context.
Well, I mean, people in the chat have
whatsoever.
been saying it's like two retards fighting. So.
It literally, this is two people who have no idea how to debate.
That was a
trying to have
weird fucking
serious
answer though.
conversation.
Keffals says like, I'm gonna give them drugs. I'm gonna be your new kid's daddy. And then fucking Keemstar's just like, I'm daddy, actually. It's like, what? Also, I'm not gonna lie. Like, remember how Keemstar got super mad at Repsion because Repsion allegedly made some sort of comment about him and his kid or something that he didn't like? Remember that was like the genesis of the Keemstar Repsion beef for like 6 years. And then Keffals makes like a charged comment towards Keemstar's kid. It's like, why is this reaction so tame there?
This is, all right, so this is why that all right, how do I articulate this correctly? I don't want to sound retarded after I insulted them. The biggest problem with like Keffals and the whole like discourse around, well, maybe not the biggest problem, but one of the major points of contention with the Catboy Ranch stuff is that Keffals and mostly the Bob posting person was going around like bragging how many kids they got on fucking hormones. Like, that shit's really fucking weird, bro. When you're like, no, I got tons of fucking kids on fucking estrogen. Like, you should see how many children I have on drugs without their parents' knowledge and shit. And that's the kind of stuff that makes people go like, what the fuck? So you see all this stuff like, oh yeah, there's this whole trans groomer thing and stuff like that. Like, this is all fake. Why are people calling trans people groomers? And then like the top voices in these communities turn around and say shit like, even if we're being most charitable and saying it's a complete joke or whatever, and turn around and say like, I'm gonna get your kid on fucking hormones, I'm gonna be their daddy. That just sounds fucking psychotic and super counterproductive to the actual, like, to the point, if that's not your fucking end goal.
I mean, I have some pretty nuclear thoughts. I mean, well, here's the one thing, right? If Keffals this is not the first time Keffals has made jokes specifically about this. I mean, Keffals literally tweeted like, I'm gonna give your children drugs. Like,
No, but he's never said it to a parent. She's never said it to a parent.
Yeah, but even just those tweets, right? It's like, can she really complain
on
about people? No, hold on. Can
Yeah.
she complain about people calling her a fucking groomer if she's making? That's like if I made pedophile jokes and then complained that people call me a pedophile. That's retarded.
To be fair, you do.
Well, yeah, but if
You make tweets being
but-
like, lol, EDP445 is innocent, prove me wrong. And
Yeah.
then people call you a pedo.
Yeah, I mean, look, okay, clearly, but it's like if I every day was just tweeting stuff like I want to fuck children, I want to fucking rape children or whatever. If I tweeted that every day and then people were like, "Whoa, dude, you're kind of like weird." What? Why do you think that? I'm just joking, dude. Like that would just sound stupid. Yeah, exactly. Connor says the exact same thing I'm saying.
Yeah, I just can't for the life of me understand why like a community so distraught with pedophile allegations and shit all the time would turn around and be like, I'm gonna be your fucking kid's dad. I'm gonna pump them full of estrogen. That's like psychotic. That's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just wondering, like, why is such a tame reaction? That's just that is a nuclear fucking statement right there.
Like, they should have autonomy, because otherwise you're gonna get into these situations where parents just have free reign to fuck their kids up and abuse them as much as they want. Like, corporal punishment, that's still legal in a lot of states.
Wait a minute, children should have autonomy.
Wait, now it's beating your kids? Like,
Wait, hold on, back this up. Let me listen to this.
Because we're dealing with kids.
I just don't think that you can own a child. Maybe that's what the law says, but that's...
Yes, you do. Children should not have autonomy, okay? Nuclear fucking take? That is retarded. They should be under the care of their fucking parents. Everybody knows this. This is just...
That's fucked up.
I mean...
have autonomy, because otherwise you're gonna get into these situations where parents just have free reign to fuck their kids up and abuse them as much as they want. Like, corporal punishment, that's still legal in a lot of states. Is it right?
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
bro.
the children
That's
are always going to be fucking...
CPS comes in.
Yeah,
You can't
the
beat
children
the
are
shit out
always
of
going to
your
be
fucking
abused.
kids.
If you give the children to the fucking state instead of the parents, the state's just going to fucking abuse them. They already do it.
Okay, let's say a kid's 13 years old.
Yeah.
And they decide that they don't want to live with mom and dad anymore. Can they go move out and go live with someone else if they want to?
If they're 13 years old, can they move out? And what's the situation? I just feel like it's like too...
Okay, I made a general, scenario because I'm just trying to get to a simple point. A 13-year-old cannot say, look, I don't like living here anymore. I'm living with my friend's parents. They can't make that decision. Only a parent can, a guardian can.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, the point that I'm trying to make is that parents are the legal owner of that child until they're 18 years old.
But it's like the situation, right? It's like, you never actually answered me about the situation with like the Jehovah's Witnesses parents. Like, should they have free reign to kill a child simply because of their religious belief? If this child could get better. Or like in another situation, like let's say there's a child incredibly mentally fucked up, like desperate need of mental health intervention. Parents are Scientologists. Legally a religion in the US. You could make the religious freedom be meant to say that they can keep their kid from seeing a psychiatrist.
I mean, you would say that that's fucked up. I would say that that's fucked up. The real question is like, what do you do in that scenario? What do you?
Good one, Keemstar. Dude.
You do. Does the state have to intervene? It's just these are tricky.
What do you think on that one,
Yeah.
Augie?
Tricky scenarios.
Should the parents kill the kid or whatever if it's their religion? I mean, if it's a religiously free country, if you believe in religious freedom, then necessarily yes.
No, I think at that point it should be like if the kid is going to die, like there's nothing.
Why? It's in their religion that, you know, they can't use a fucking...
Because I don't think religion should dictate like children dying or not. So I would say that like.
Well, yeah,
the
but
kid
if
is
you
going
do
to
you
die
think
without
America should be like a
intervention, you
religious?
should.
Do you think people should be free to practice their religion in America?
Yes, but I don't think they should be free to kill their kids.
But if it's necessary to part of their religion, then you don't agree. You agree that some parts of their religion
You should be able to practice
overrided
your
by the law.
religion, but if your religion is going to like kill, like it should be considered child abuse. Yeah, absolutely, child endangerment. You should probably catch a charge and have the kid saved.
And so Nick is anti-abortion. You guys know my take on abortion, my famously controversial take. It's murder! You should never let your child die over your religion. Well, I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying, it's like, I agree with that, but in a religiously free country like America is supposed to be set up, I feel like necessarily you would have to like, because all religions have parts of their religion that is like, other religions view that as like crazy or crossing some sort of line, but it's their point of view. So are you outlawing some people's certain points of view? Because if so, I'm actually in favor of that. I support that.
Outlawing people's view?
Some views, yeah.
Which ones?
Satanism.
Why? Who's getting hurt by Satanism?
I mean, you asked me like that's just an example of like a view I'd outlaw if I were in charge. So it's like for me, like I would outlaw like
yeah, that's a good point though. You think that like religious freedom, religious persecution. So if you got to take your kid and sacrifice,
I just think it's one or the other. You can't have your cake and eat it too. That's basically what I'm saying.
Well, wait, do you think that Satanists should be able to sacrifice their firstborn son to Satan to rebuild the Antichrist?
No, but I don't agree with religious freedom. If you do agree with religious freedom, though, then you have to support that.
I mean, I think you know my stance on religion.
Yeah.
I think it's a
I'm
thing
well
that people,
familiar with it.
It's a cool thing that people have that help them get through the end of the day. It's not for me, so I don't really understand it. I'm not super sympathetic to that kind of argument.
You need to specify the exact situation. This is being dishonestly framed as killing the kid when it's really just.
Oh no, we already did this. We did this like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, this argument makes no. I'll just clarify. This argument makes no fucking sense. It's not a life or death situation if the fucking 16-year-old kid has fucking puberty blockers. It's not the same thing at all. But we're just talking about it from the framework Keffal's giving because I'm just interested to know his opinion on it. Keemstar answered that definitively by going to the bathroom.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, this combo has been insanely fucking interesting. The chat isn't ready for our take on life support, by the way. Nick, are you ready for that conversation? The life support argument?
To be honest, I don't think I can really engage with it too much because I literally have just I have like no opinion on it. I haven't really thought it through.
Yeah, I don't know. I am sympathetic to some.
Well, here's the thing, all right?
Some arguments.
I'm not sympathetic to
let's just put it that
retarded
way.
people. Okay, hold on. I'm not sympathetic to retarded people. And if you're in a vegetative state, you provide nothing but a bill for electricity.
No, but you
I'm just being a dick. I don't know.
I don't know. Listen, when the chat heard my abortion take 3 years ago, they were like, what? So it's like, are they ready for this? No, I'm not going to ban fucking bots or liberals or anyone in the chat. I like you guys.
Chat, Nick exposed for not being sympathetic to Bo Blacks.
Yo, what's up, Muta?
What's up, boys?
And Keem, what's up, guys?
Got a DM from Sen. Apparently, he's also good to go.
You want to bring in? No,
no, Sen, you got kicked off for tonight.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
All this show does is use my content and then censor me when I want to say something.
Okay, buddy. What do you want to say?
How was your pee?
It was good. It was good. I had a lot to think about.
How long did you last when you?
Dude, I was getting gaslit that entire fucking stream, like so bad, bro. It was like.
So are you prepared for a trans debate when you joined the call?
No, I didn't think. I thought it was just gonna be a meme. I was like, I don't know shit about trans issues. I don't know anything. How can I debate them?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, Keffals had to fucking
without knowing it.
Well, Keffals had to challenge you because Keffals is getting canceled on Twitter for even platforming you in the first place. I mean, after all, to these people, you're the guy that, you know, killed Etika or whatever, is a pedo, and that's how they look at you, right? So they're like, why is Keffals talking to this person?
Jesus Christ.
What?
Well,
I mean, that's how they think. I mean, that's.
I mean,
Keemstar, can you change your bio to like pedophilic Etika Slayer? What the fuck?
I mean, that's just what they think, you know?
That's just so fucking stupid. That's not even what they think. That's what they say. They're so fucking stupid for that. But first of all, I had to defend the Etika thing at least 5 times, bro. Like, she just kept saying the same thing over and over again. And it's like, wait, I've already answered this. Like, what?
Oh my God.
It was like, I was getting gaslit so bad. And then after she asked me the same question like 3 times, and I answered the same question 3 times, she accused me of having a rehearsed script response. And I was like, what?
Whoa.
You asked me the same thing 3 times.
She doesn't even know you can't read.
Yeah, bro. If you can't read, you can't write either. Fuck.
Yeah.
Wait, Keffals accused you of preparing for the debate?
Yeah, what the fuck? Doing research?
I didn't even know that it was a debate. I didn't know that I was signing up for a debate.
Bro, she had verses all over the Twitter. You cannot fucking act like you didn't know that there was a debate. Come on.
What do you mean?
It was like, that's how it was billed as. I just saw it all over my feed today. It's like versus KEEM, or it's like KEEM is on.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
That's how I saw it on the YouTube.
She was tweeting out that, you know, she's coming in to talk about how I've changed and I'm now a trans ally, which, by the way, I've never been anti-trans. Like this whole fucking scenario is made up out of fucking thin air.
Yeah, but you did criticize people with pronouns in their bio, which is transphobic.
Well, according to the leader of the trans community, Keffals, she said that's not technically transphobic.
What? Wait, how?
Wait, what?
That's what she said in that debate.
Criticizing pronouns isn't transphobic. Okay. This is just...
That's what she literally said that. I go, the only thing that I've ever said or whatever that might be considered transphobic is me criticizing pronouns. Like, I just don't understand them and I don't get them. And she's like, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're transphobic. I'm like, exactly.
Oh my God.
I asked her how many genders there were and she said 3.
Okay.
Wait, she said 3 genders?
Well, she's obviously trolling.
I feel like,
there.
Bro, there's like a Yu-Gi-Oh!
You think that's a real answer?
Stack of genders, dude. Jesus.
well, what did
Let's
she say the third one was?
Let me quote her. All right. She said, I'll answer this how Joe Biden
The third gender is
answered it.
pedophile.
She said, I'll answer this how Joe Biden answered this. There's at least 3. That was her exact quote.
Okay, yeah, that's all
That's a
right.
joke.
That's not what you said.
That's a
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why I clarified.
Well, that's funny. Well, do you feel like you wasted your time, or was it a good discussion?
It's just sad because there's like there's a lot of talk about Etika and whatnot. So it's like,
Yeah.
at the time, by the end of the conversation, I'm just like bummed out. You know what I mean? It's just like,
It's just kind of hard to watch. I mean, you had to expect she was gonna like challenge you or whatever, because obviously, like, all of Twitter, again, you're literally looked at as like fucking internet Hitler over there. Like, I'm not. People are saying that I'm exaggerating it or that I'm trolling by like sneak dissing it. No, I'm saying like this is flat out what they think. Like, people think that you talk to underage girls.
Wait,
I
that's so
thought
true.
that-
You're just like a Hitler. Because you know how all of Hitler's partners were 17?
Yo, game.
Did you see the tweet the other day?
what are you basically Keffals now? Like what?
Yeah,
No,
why are you
there was
accusing
literally
Hitler of being
no.
involved with a 17-year-old girl? What the fuck?
No, there was
Nick?
literally a viral tweet yesterday where they said, like, if you date younger women, you're basically a Hitler or something, because Hitler dated, like, younger... That was the... Wait, did you not
You're
see
basically
shit, what?
Hitler.
Did you not see this? Like,
No.
it was, like, not enough people are talking about
Unhinged,
Hitler chasing...
unemployed side of Twitter are you
What
on
the
where those
fuck,
takes are
dude?
made? What the fuck?
I heard the end of your guys reacting to this where she said something about that she's going to be my kid's dad, and you're like, why did KEEM just not, like, bro, at that point in the conversation, I'm already just so bummed out. Like, you got to understand, like, I thought maybe she would bring up the Etika thing, and so, like, I explain everything in detail and, like, the myths and, you know, whatever, and then she just asked the question again, and then asked the question again, and it's like, we're on that so bad, and she was doing some, like, oh, I would feel really horrible if I were you, I don't know how you deal with that, and it's like, I'm re-answering the same thing over and over again.
Oh, that's so fucking annoying. It's like, what are you, like, pulling out the ironclad, like, I don't feel bad at all? No, you obviously feel bad too.
Yeah, it's like,
such
dude, like,
emotional manipulation.
I didn't handle that situation the right way because I didn't know that there was a mental health crisis. Saying that over and over again, reliving that over and over again for like over an hour and explaining it the same thing like fucking 3 times. It's just at that point, it's like, dude, I'm not even myself anymore. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's not
in my
enough to sit
emotions.
there and like virtue signal to your entire fucking audience about how KEEM's a fucking transphobe at the end of the conversation. You have to just drive home. You go, oh yeah, you also killed the guy. Just to
When I
really
got
add insult to injury there.
When I got off it, I was like actually fucked up. Like, and Tipster sent me a DM, and I fucking needed that DM. Tipster sent me a lovely DM, and I fucking needed that. 'cause
Yo,
it's
W
like,
tipster.
It actually was like.
Tips was like, hey,
It
homie.
actually was.
Oh, good, he brought you back. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, I caught that part and I just tuned out because it was bumming me out too. I was like, damn, this is just like reopening old.
The poor kids just is constantly being used to attack me over and over and over again, and none of these people even fucking knew who he was.
Yeah.
You know? It's so frustrating.
No, it's like really fucked up. It's actually, I mean, we've gone through this topic so many times before. I had to skip over a lot of the Etika stuff just because it's just like weird to listen to. It's honestly disgusting, like, actually.
It was starting to kill the vibe of the stream because we went.
Yeah,
from, like,
exactly.
joking to
We're
angry.
goofing
Yeah.
around. It's like, I don't really want to.
Well, it didn't really even pertain to what was being talked about.
Yeah,
or what the
I mean,
focus of the
I don't
conversation
know, the
was
Etika
either.
stuff. It's like really like I've talked on length on stream about how much I hate that this is like a topic. So it would be hypocritical of me to like play that and try to make it.
And the point is like, a lot of these people who are hearing this aren't hearing this from like, they weren't even involved or watching it when it was happening. It's like,
yeah,
it's like I watched this Ethan Klein stream where he played a soundbite 6 times and said that you killed the guy. That's my only interaction with this entire story. So it must have happened. Yeah.
I was trying to explain to her that they were saying that I told, him to jump off a bridge. And I'm like, I didn't even say that. And they're like, she lost her mind. She's like, yes, you did. I just played it. Yes, you did. I go, dude, I'm talking about simulation theory. And like, why don't you just jump off a cliff if you don't think that, this world is real? I didn't even say bridge. And she's like, oh, semantics, or somebody in the chat said semantics. And she's like, oh, well, you know what I mean? It's like, no, it's like you guys are like deliberately manipulating.
This is important. Yeah, it's not semantics.
And then
this
I
is
like
important
quoting
point.
the content, Nuke. Yeah.
And then I have to defend myself, like acting like I'm totally innocent, which I'm not innocent. I take blame for like handling that situation poorly and not recognizing there's a mental health crisis. And it's like, it's just, there's no fucking win for me. And it's just sad. And, I'm a fucking actual person too,
Well, they want to pigeonhole you in a certain point.
Yeah, a lot of people will fight to the death for. You're good.
What was that reaction? What, like when she was saying like, "Oh, if I find out your daughter wants to be like trans or something, and you say no, then I'm gonna like hormone them up or some shit." Like, what the fuck was that? I like caught that when I was coming back. Like,
Yeah,
what
that
did-
was.
what
I
did they
still.
hear?
That's literally like insane. And I don't know.
The reason why I don't think I came with heat after that is just because of the mindset that I was put in from fucking dealing with these scenarios. But
you're just tired.
I was just like, no, I'm the parent.
The thing is, like, that conversation wasn't like jokey. You know what I mean? That was.
It didn't sound like
at
a
that
joke.
Point, yeah, at that point, you guys kind of were like a bit snippy with each other.
Yeah,
so the
exactly.
Fact, like, that coming up is just like.
Well,
it's
also
so
like the way
weird.
that Keffals was talking before, Keffals was like, you wouldn't answer like your daughter if your daughter wanted to transition, you wouldn't supply them hormone. And then Keem's just like, well, no, honestly, as a parent, like I'd be really uncomfortable with that. And then Keffals is like, well, you wouldn't at least get them for therapy, right? But then the implication there is that if Keem doesn't eventually capitulate, like he's a problem or something, right? And then later she makes the quote unquote joke. It just doesn't. The whole setup for like this entire conversation is just creepy. And I don't think I'm stretching by saying that. I know that's a loaded word, but like I don't fucking give a fuck. It sounded creepy.
And I'm trying to be very charitable to their side because like I don't really fucking understand trans issues.
Well,
like,
you know what? I think you learned your lesson on that one.
Not really. I didn't learn any lesson from this experience.
You just got a headache from
be
this.
less charitable and don't go on those streams.
No, I'll go on all those streams. I'm down.
Let's fucking go.
Invite me.
Keemstar Debate Bro arc.
I mean, how is Augie and Nick gonna have a fucking stream if I don't do shit like that? I mean, I'm gonna go.
Trans stuff is really hard to work around because like obviously I don't know I'm live and let live, but like usually when you get kids into these situations and like medical
They get
stuff,
mad.
hormonal things, it's like, look, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know what is true and what isn't, but just I don't know, when you involve kids
Well, you know
and
what?
things that sound like they're going to be life changing, maybe
I'm not a doctor, but
wait for more
Keemstar.
information. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a doctor, but Keemstar's the parent, right? So it's like you're talking about like you should do this with your kid. It's like no, I'm the parent. And then Keffals is like, well, kids shouldn't have they should have autonomy. They should not be owned by the parent. It's like, well, no, they should be. That's how society is fucking ran for thousands of fucking years. Is that the kids belong
What do
to
you
the
mean
parents?
thousands, like millions?
Yeah,
like, you know what I
literally,
mean?
since the beginning of
The
time.
thing is, like, what Mutahar is saying is like like, for the most part, the most common take that I've seen online and stuff like that. And I share most of basically what he just said. And it's like, that's just not enough for most people. And it's annoying. Like, imagine hearing what Muta just said and being like, yeah, that guy, transphobic. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's why I just hate getting into it, because it's like, oh, if you're gonna call me transphobe for that, I'm like, I've actually met real transphobes. Like, they would be like, they are fucking against the entire thing 100%. Like, I've literally will say like, hey, if you're an adult, like, do what you want to do, live your life. And if you want to like change everything, 100%, right? Like, so when you get like children involved and you're like a parent, and it's like, oh, we're gonna get all this medicine going. It's like, I don't know if there's
this whole
enough
issue
research.
is
I haven't seen the
astroturf from the
research,
start, because it's like,
I'm not an
why are
expert.
Keemstar is so obviously like, if you care about these issues and this is your entire like life is what's is about all this shit, your life should not be determined on whether or not because Keemstar hasn't said anything that's like if Keemstar was going on the air and saying stuff like, you know, trans people should be killed or whatever, it's like I can understand them obsessing over that, right? But Keemstar's saying nothing even close to that, and they're obsessing over is Keemstar a true ally or not. It's just such a waste of fucking time. It's just so weird how this is like
you
an
guys
issue.
you guys like roasted me, right, for the like, you know, I'm not racist, I got black friends like thing where I was explaining that, you know.
Did you like my Keem, tell me you loved my analogy.
No, I loved it because you bombed, right? Like it was a yikes moment. I loved it for that aspect of watching Augie just like burn in flames.
Yeah, buddy.
But
Oh my
you know,
God.
like there is some truth to that. Like if you really hate a certain group, you're not gonna associate with them, you know? And
You
it's
just
like
use them for
the head
labor.
of my empire, the head of my Dromler empire is trans. Like, I'm sorry, but that's gotta be a defense that I don't hate trans people.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I agree. It's probably indicative you don't have a problem with them, but like the way it's such an easy argument for Keffals to just be like, oh, so you're claiming because you have a trans employee that you don't.
Yeah, but she didn't make that argument. Augie did. The other issue with the Keffals stream is she's not like fun. And like, you know what I mean? She doesn't have like a...
True.
I'm serious.
You gotta qualify that one.
I'm serious. She doesn't have like an upbeat like humor.
You're saying she's monotone, and you don't know, and like you don't know what she's you don't know what she's trying to
it's
say.
like it's like you can't have like that like laugh. You know what I mean? There's no laugh. There's no like.
It's very depressing. It's like
everything
a depressing
sounds
conversation.
super deadpan delivery. Like,
yeah,
you have no
you're just
idea
sitting
what
here.
it's-
You're like, am I on some weird trial? Like,
And the thing is as
Zoom
like
class?
the trolling her on Twitter is like funny. Like I've seen some of the shit that she tweets and some of the trolls that she does, and that's actually funny. But when I engage in a conversation with her verbally, like we did on this stream, it's like it's not there. Her sense of humor is like just gone for some reason. It's like so dead. She brought up an issue of me being transphobic in the past and said that I made like a transphobic joke with her, right? And she completely removed the context of the joke, and I'm like, but that's a joke. You get that's a joke, right?
Right.
It took her forever to like, okay, I guess that's a joke. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, what do you think of her portrayal of the conversation? Like, oh, Keemstar's not a trans. She put out that like 2-minute video on her channel, like shitting on you, saying that you like bombed the convo. What do you think about that?
I think that really ruined her credibility, because Keffals had an opportunity to have like Keemstar on Team Trans, and instead she's like, Keemstar bad guy.
Jesus.
Yeah, you should put out your
bad
own
guy.
video on Twitter being like, I'm responding to Keffals. So I've took a lot from our conversation, and I really think that we've made some strides. I've decided I'll be doing a giveaway, and I will be buying 50 people the new Hogwarts Legacy game. All right, so
Oh,
you
dude,
just, like,
that's its own fucking hell to it, man.
that's how this started.